Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? In this day and age, $100,000 just does not seem like a lot. And I'm just talking about with this cast. Collectively together, there are 5 doctors, 2 dentists, and 1 attorney. There are 8 professionals, not to mention 1 couple is married. Well, 2 couples are married, Contessa and Heavenly, but collectively, it just sounds like between the 8 of you guys, you could come up with $100,000, and they didn't. Dr. Jackie, you should have been writing a check. Every episode begins with you at work. Phaedra had to write the check. Really? Aren't you in a sorority? The sorority girls couldn't get it together? Isn't Cecil in a frat? Doesn't that mean other professionals, other doctors, other dentists, athletes, politicians, business owners, attorneys, actors, reality show star friends, NBC, Bravo, Andy Cohen? It's like $100,000 just does not seem like a lot. I mean to tell you, child. Well, welcome, besties. You are now behind the shade. Thanks for joining me. I review your favorite reality shows weekly. Now let's kiki and ha and get into another episode of Married to Medicine in season 11, episode 7, Mean Girls Gala. Now this word can be gala, gala. I say gala. It's a gala. Do we like the title of this episode? No, because who was being mean at the gala? Nobody. Because Heavenly was on her best behavior. And how would you rate this week's episode? I know it's boring also. It makes you wonder, where is Atlanta? I know we used to love Black Sundays with Potomac and then Married to Medicine. It's just time to shake the cast up. I think 11 seasons in, we need some new stories, some new faces, some new names. Let's do it. We got to do it. Besties, drop down in the comments and you let me know what you thought about this week's episode. Eh, eh. And don't forget to like the video. Please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Thank you. And make sure your notification bell is on so you know whenever I post my content. Whew. So the Met Gala is in a week, and child Dr. Jackie is under pressure. She is nervous. Phaedra ain't acting right. And we're back. Child, Phaedra ain't responding to these text messages. She's very nervous about Phaedra's participation or lack thereof. Phaedra said she is only doing this to clean up Dr. Jackie's little, what she said and got chewed out last year on social media. Remember, she said African women are more dramatic. And honey, the internet chewed Dr. Jackie up. So the episode starts. Jackie is driving. She's in the car with Cecil and Simone. And then King is driving, and he has Quad and Phaedra in his car. And they're headed to Dr. Heavenly's lake house. Okay. So Phaedra says she will help her clean up, what happened, what she said last year. She'll help her, but she said, don't throw me under the bus while I'm sweeping. Baby, was that a bar? That was a bar, honey. So Dr. Jackie turned to Heavenly to help her out, because she has connections, So everyone gets to Heavenly's lake house, and they are there to celebrate her son Zachary's graduation, we all know that Zachary is gonna go to dental school, the same school that Heavenly went to, and Dr. Damon. She couldn't be prouder. We are proud. It's awesome to hear, honey. It is awesome to hear. So now he's headed off to dental school and they are celebrating. He telling the folks that he don't need nothing. He don't want no gifts. And Dr. Heavenly is like, sir, do you know how much your tuition is? You better get this money from these aunties and uncles and you better ask for some more. So, Quad brought King, she brought her man, her man, her man. And so the fellas grab him up and they go to seems like Heavenly's backyard. She has 2 levels. So she has 2 decks, upstairs and downstairs. And so the fellas grab him and they go on a separate deck from the ladies. So they're giving him the 411 on this group and how these women act and how they function so he'll know. So they said that they tell him the ladies do not let stuff go. He was like, yeah, really? For real? Like, no. They said they continuously bring the same thing up. And so where the women are, Toya tell Phaedra that they will no longer let her plan trips for them because they did not come together. I mean, that wasn't her fault, right? Sweet Tea and Contessa have been excluded from the group. They're not excluded from the group. They're just not at the lake house. Hello, Contessa and Heavenly got into a fight. Hello, Heavenly and Sweet Tea don't get along because Heavenly and Dr. G are into it. And so that's why they're not there. We didn't expect them to be there, okay? So Toya wants Heavenly to stop with the mama comments. Heavenly says, honey, she'll try. Toya says, no, that's not good enough. I'm going to need you to say you're not going to do it. Okay? Heavenly says, I don't want to make a promise like Phaedra do and don't deliver. I'm like, what? What? So she tells her that her friend came to her and she was frantic talking about Dr. Jackie. See, Dr. Jackie, you got to be careful what you say to Heavenly because she's just throwing you under the bus all in front of Phaedra. So Phaedra tells Heavenly she can have her job because she ain't finna let you BIs, BITCHs, act like she ain't gonna do what she said she was gonna do. Now remember, Phaedra promised to cough up the money, honey. She has no issue with coming up with the whole $100,000. Don't play with her. That's why she ain't bothering with you because she knows she got it. So you need to calm down. Maybe Phaedra should have gave Jackie the check ahead of time. Maybe she just said, okay, why don't you pay me now? Pay me for my pain so you don't have me stressed out. And then whatever they collected that night, give it back to Phaedra. So they all trying to figure out what kind of BITs they are. They like, because I'm a professional doctor. Like, what kind of bees are we? So King is figuring out that he will stay out of the girls' mess. That's what he told them. Cecil says Quad will vent to him. And all you got to do is just listen and nod. Just listen and nod. Because if you stop feeling a person in this group, they'll be friends with them again. And you'll be the one all stuck. So Quad is like, how much do you want from all of us for the charity? 3,000. And so Dr. Jackie is like, 2,500 is good, So Dr. Jackie said, call and ask Sweet Tea and Contessa. And Toya's like, no, because they don't feel supported in this group. Don't ask them for their money and ask them to come around people that they were all about to fight. You mean not people, you mean Heavenly. So Phaedra is resigning from being part of the Med Gala. She's like, I quit. You ain't finna play with me. So over at Phaedra's, Sweet Tea visits her. They outside in the backyard eating and chilling. They talking. So Sweet Tea asked about the Met Gala. So Phaedra said, Quad told her that she was surprised that Jackie was upset and all this, and said that Phaedra hadn't done nothing and she had to call Heavenly to help out. So Sweet Tea says she's holding you accountable, but not holding Heavenly accountable. She finds that odd. Phaedra said they've been around Heavenly for years, and she's not sure if they are scared of Heavenly. Scared of him, right? She's not sure if they're scared of her, or are they there, or they must be the same people. Child, and they use Heavenly to manifest bad behavior. Phaedra says Heavenly is willing to sit down to apologize to Contessa. Okay. Sweet Tea is like, wait. Where's my apology? I want a sincere apology from her. Not going to get it. And I want her to mean it. Not going to get it. Because, baby, I think Heavenly's apology tour is over. I think it has come to an end. She said, and I want her to offer me a peace offering. What are you talking about, Sweet Tea? What peace offering do you want? You want her to bring over an apple pie? What a peace offering? What do you want? A blanket? You asking for too much. You want a sincere apology. You want her to mean it from the bottom of her heart, and you want a gift? Girl, you asking for way too much from Heavenly. Okay, so now, y'all, we are at the gala. It's hours before the gala. Jackie is there. Heavenly got there early, to see what's going on. They're there, but the party planners, things are coming along. Things are looking good. Decorations are decorating. Let's do it. It looks great. Let's start. DJ is in the background. Saw him. Yes. The theme of the gala was Enchanted Gardens. And I must have missed that part because I was sitting here like, why does everybody have on a headpiece, a huge headpiece? And okay, so that's that. Jackie says Phaedra has not come through because Heavenly had to ask. She said no money, no nothing. And so I was like, well, you shouldn't have been talking smack about her. Shoot, maybe you should have went to her to talk to her instead of going around talking. So Heavenly promises she gonna be on her best behavior because honey, Jackie said there is no security here tonight. Don't you start no mess. I'm not. Jackie the only one she'll listen to. So everyone is at their house getting ready for their gala. And what was so cute to me was Quad and King, honey. They are a handsome couple. So, he had his towel on with nothing on, just got the shower, whatever. And they looking and snickling and looking at each other like, you want a song? Can we do it? We got time. She was like, no, we don't have time. But she wanted to have time. So she gonna ask him, King, you gonna speak to Dr. G? He was like, why would I do that? I don't need to speak to him. We do not need to be amongst each other. No. And he asked her a very good question. He was like, babe, are you living in the past? I love that for her. Go on, King. Now, I heard that the relationship is fake. Y'all, I hope it's not because they look good together. And I like that. He was like, are you living in the past? Girl, we moving forward. She was like, I don't look in my rearview mirror of your Rolls Royce. Of the Rolls Royce, huh, Quad? Okay, so everyone is showing up, child. We even see Anila and Karen. Like, where have y'all been? Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Hi. Hi, Dr. Alicia is there too. Hey, girl. She might need to come back because they didn't give her a chance. So Dr. Jackie welcomes King to the family. I thought that was sweet. And child, Sweet Tea outside stuck in the car. She can't get out because, honey, her gown is giving gown on gown on gown, honey. She can't get out. Her Dr. G calls her headpiece a helmet. She can't get the helmet out the car. How did you get in the car, Sweet Tea? Goodness gracious. And I want to talk about their dresses right about now. Her dress was massive. but I liked her dress. The color looked good. She looked good in it. Now that tulle at the bottom, it was massive. I just wish it was a little lighter. It was just a little too dark, kind of reminded me of brown sugar pantyhose. Remember those from back in the 80s? So her dress was cute. Simone, terrible. Her shoes were cute. And I noticed those are the same gold shoes that she wears in her confessionals. Those shoes was cute, honey, but that look of, they said, what did Dr. Heavenly say? It looked like she was from the Blair Witch Project. I don't know that movie, but okay, because what are you doing with these flowers all over the place? Girl, no, it's not enchanted at all. Who else? Dr. Jackie. No, I didn't like her dress. It didn't go with the thing, but I didn't like the dress at all. Phaedra was cute. She capping on everybody. Girl, be quiet, because sometimes you don't look cute too. Phaedra's dress was cute. Heavenly's dress, that's what I was talking about. Heavenly was talking a whole bunch of smack about everybody. Her dress was cute. Quad's jumpsuit was okay. It fit the theme very well. Toya in all black, it was given, I'm going up a yonder to be with. Girl, where are you going? What garden got black in it? Black hat, black dress. What is happening? And then Contessa. Now, Contessa, she wore a green metallic dress. The dress was cute. I just think it wasn't right for the occasion. I believe when you say gala, you should wear a formal dress, Toya and Contessa. Contessa's dress was cute. You just not here. But it was cute. And where was your headpiece, huh? See, Quad didn't need one because her jumpsuit had a big old flower on the side. And I like that Quad had the short hair. That short wig was really cute. Who else? Did I name everybody? Toya. I guess I did. Okay. Let's move on. So, so Phaedra says she hopes that everybody has their knife and fork, honey, because they gonna eat their words tonight, honey. They gonna eat their words up, and Heavenly did, because she said she could write the check for 100,000, no problem. Okay, I could write a check for 100,000 too, Phaedra. Is it gonna cash, honey? Mine's won't, but will yours cash? Because we remember back in Atlanta Housewives, honey. You know, when they was doing that, wasn't that Todd? You and Paula was trying to have that workout tape, and you didn't pay him, and he almost had to sue you. Girl, please. Y'all remember that? Oh, how do I miss? Y'all know what? Oh, the other night I fell asleep with the TV on, like I think Friday night. Child, I woke up and Atlanta Housewives was on. I don't know what season it was. Nene was on there. Kim, Sheree, Kenya was there. I was just like, oh my goodness. I would love to just sit here and watch every episode. That's how much I miss them. I know y'all do too. Y'all know this is these Sunday is a hard watch. Y'all know it. So Curtis is not in the DR. He is running around mingling, child. He met King. He asked Contessa where Scott was. Scott, because Contessa came with her daughter. Scott didn't want to come, honey. He didn't want to see Heavenly. But Contessa says she is a socialite and she would never let Heavenly dim her light. And I'm like, Scott, you can't hide from Heavenly forever. What you think she gonna do in a gala? Everybody has to have decorum. We know she doesn't, but she wasn't gonna be activated when she saw you. Or maybe you didn't come because you didn't want to be activated. Oh, ah. Now I wonder if they wanted him to perform, would he have came then? Y'all saw the guy Jamal performed. Who is that? Do y'all know who that Jamal guy is? So, okay, Scott, we'll see you later. So, honey, Damon and Dr. G showed each other some love. Well, let me say Dr. Damon and Dr. G showed each other love. And Cecil is here for it. He's the mediator, okay? So Damon took Eugene's advice. Remember, Eugene was telling Damon, he wanna holler at you, but I just think, you need to be the bigger man and just go to him because you was the one that was just like, I don't care. I don't know why he's so sensitive. You need to kind of open up and chill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So Damon says, I just want you to know, buddy, there's no strife between me and you. We can be cool. We can be cool even if the ladies aren't cool. So Greg says, well, we have an obligation to keep it positive and move forward. And here go Damon. Well, I just want you to know I was I was hurt more than I was mad. Then here come Heavenly. Let's take a picture. Cecil shut her down. Cecil shut her down. He was like, we having a good conversation right here, right now. Give us like a minute or two. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. And she walked her butt on. Go on now. Shoot, fly. So Greg says he can forgive Damon, and the three of them hug it out. Oh, I loved that. So Dr. Jackie takes the mic, but before that, Dr. Mimi asked Sweet Tea, did she speak to everyone? I said, wait a minute now. Why is she asking? I have a feeling, is she going to be, we going to see her again. And then the previews confirmed it. Because why is she asking castmate questions, friend of questions? Why are you asking that? So she asked, Sweet Tea said, oh yeah, everyone except for Heavenly. I'm keeping my peace. And it's like, oh, okay. So Dr. G and Mimi, Mimi is a psychiatrist also. They're colleagues. And so she's there with her husband. His name was, what was his name? Steve, I believe. And he is a former NFL player. So yeah, I was like, okay, we're gonna bring in Dr. Mimi. Huh. Okay. 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 So Dr. Jackie introduces her co-host Phaedra. She really did look pretty, and I liked her hair. Now, Miss Nell from Love and Marriage Huntsville. You see how Phaedra has her hair up, kind of old school, but not so much Mae West. Yeah, Miss Nell, you need to pay attention. Phaedra's hair was cute. Yours was not. Too much hair. And so here come Heavenly walking her butt up, and I'm the co-chair. And actually, I'm the chair. And it's like, you just said you was not going to act up. Shut up, Elaine. Y'all know Dr. Heavenly's name is Elaine. So this is the For Kira, For Moms founder. He's there. His name was Charles. And so we learned that it was his wife, Kira, who passed away at childbirth. It was his wife. We don't know anything else, but he was there. I almost wanted to cry for him. And Phaedra tells us that she had two complicated cesareans also, and she could have lost her life too, but she had a great doctor. Did not give any props to either Simone or Dr. Jackie. Dwight is there. Him and Phaedra are cool. He was at her house. They was getting dressed. So he starts the auction. First up, child, is a hotel room in Morocco. Because, baby, because it wasn't a trip. A trip includes airfare and hotel. This was just a hotel in Morocco. I don't know why they keep calling it a trip. It was not a trip. So the first thing up for the auction is a hotel room in Morocco without airfare, $4,000. Crickets. So Dwight goes down $3,000. Phaedra said, y'all could get a buddy pass. Y'all know somebody work at the airlines. Quit playing. So did it sell? I don't even know. So, because I remember hearing Contessa ask her daughter, you want to go to Morocco? And I'm like, who put that gift in the thing? Because that sounded like somebody was going to go and they canceled. You can't cancel your airfare because you gotta pay to get it out your name and all that. So you could just cancel that and keep your voucher at the airline. So these some old raggedy gifts, honey. Next is the O shot. The auction started at 500. It sold for 1,200. Then it's the Botox, the fillers, the injections that came from Dr. Karen, I believe, and I believe Contessa bought it. Okay, next, cooking classes with quad for 2 people, so maybe like a couple, $3,000. Child, Dr. Greg said she can't even cook. And I said, I guess you would know, Dr. G, because every time we saw you on our TV screen, you was in the kitchen eating. Each and every time. Every time y'all filmed, y'all was in the kitchen. What you mean? You hung out in that kitchen. Liar. Then he gonna say his wife knows how to cook and he would pay that. Even Sweet Tea was like, child, stop lying. See, be lying. Just be lying for no reason. And so, what else happened next? So next, here we go again. Phaedra up on the auction again. A date with Phaedra, $4,000. And what was so disrespectful, and I hope it comes up next, which it will. Heavenly is all like, any takers? Dr. G? What do you mean, Dr. G? You shouldn't even be saying his name anymore. Y'all are not cool. Dr. G is a married man, and you are so disrespectful. So I guess the title Mean Girls, that is him. But it did just say Mean Heavenly. call a thing a thing, you know? Dr. G. I hope Sweet Tea. Yeah, I want to see how this play out because Heavenly was so wrong for that. So in her confessional, Heavenly thinks everyone has had Phaedra already and is not willing to pay. If you don't hush. So Damon is squeezing her leg in their confessional because that's his way of trying to calm her down. And she put him on blast. Don't be squeezing my leg. He was like, too much? Yeah. So some guy that Phaedra dated 28 years ago stood up, came on up there. He bought the date. And he said, if I got to pay out, she got to put up. We know. She know. Moving on. And y'all, guess what I heard? I heard oh boy reneged the date. He reneged. I think it's gonna be on next week's episode. But honey, what was his name? Jackie something. Oh, Mr. Jackie reneged, honey. So Toya says Phaedra wouldn't even pay $4,000 to hang with herself. I said, oh gosh, Toya. So Steve, that's Mimi's husband, the other psychiatrist. Steve is the retired NFL player. He bought, child, let me tell y'all what they tried to auction off next. Heavenly and Quad went to a blow glass class and she made a bowl. They are auctioning a blow glass bowl, a blow glass bowl. What? What in the world? Call out talking about you can put popcorn in it. Girl, please. Okay. So Steve, wait. What I remember, Sweet Tea said, pass that thing around like it's a collection plate. And so people started putting money in the bowl. So Steve went ahead, he saw a good little come up. So he said he'll buy the bowl for $5,000, y'all. And it had all the money in it. So he got the bowl with the money in it. So he probably didn't spend the whole $5,000. Or he got his rebate back. So after that, they're up to a collection of $53,000. And I wish we would have seen if anyone on the cast had participated, because it just seems like no one gave any money but Phaedra. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of looked a little Like Dr. Heavenly, you got the Heavenly University thing. You don't do charity. I'm sure you do. Toya, you got the wine. You didn't donate a little something, something. Simone and Cecil, y'all didn't donate a little something, something. It's just like even King, like King, you didn't donate from like I wish it would have been more participation from the castmates because it really make them look, cheesy. So they went to count the money. It was 53,000. And Phage was like, "Oh, you need what, 47,000 more? I got you. No big deal. I got it." So she's writing the big check. She says, "Honey, no." So Dr. Jack was like, "Oh, your penmanship is so beautiful, child. We didn't found out Phaedra, when she was in college, she used to handwrite wedding invitations. So she's very good, kind of calligraphy-ish writing. So she's writing all big and pretty and fancy on the cardboard check for 100,000. She's doing that. Meanwhile, Simone and Dr. Mimi are teasing Quad and King, because they're the new couple and whatever. And Simone asked him, "Do you know that Quad is stubborn?" And Quad was like, "Yeah, I'm a Taurus." And it's like, Simone, you got a hard head too. So Frazier wrote the check and then they presented it to the guy Charles, the founder of For Kira for Moms. Forgive me. I don't have it in front of me. Oh, For Kira for Moms. And so they present Mr. Charles the $100,000 check. The evening came together very well. And Phaedra was over there popping her collar, talking about, I got jobs. I can afford this check. I'm in a different tax bracket than them. And so Dr. Jackie was like, "Oh, next year, I don't know about this again." And we was like, "Girl, pass the torch to somebody else because you did not do well." Phaedra saved you. And besties, that was the end of the episode. Let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to like this video. And please make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you are notified each and every time I post my content. Keep that notification bell on too. Ding dong. And I'll be back with another review. Bye, besties.